Okay, 2 videos one day. I told you I'd be here a lot. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I found really interesting. So, with, like the Black Lives Matter movement and everything that's been going on, I feel like some things are blown out of proportion, right? So, like, everything isn't racist. A lot of things are tone deaf, but everything's not racist. And let me explain, because like people will do things and it'll be out of ignorance, but it won't be out of like overt like racism or like trying to harm someone. And I think for these things, a lot of the time, like intent needs to be taken into account. When I say tone deaf, I mean like if I've never experienced anything terrible in my life, right? And something semi bad happens and I freak out about it, whereas someone's, like starving to death or something like that, or something terrible to happen to them, and I can't like understand why they think like we're not on the same level, or like I can't be as upset about my situation as they are. That's tone deaf. And like it's like kind of like how people who are privileged can't really see a lot of things. But I just want to put that out there because I feel like people calling every single thing that happens racist kind of pulls away from like the gravity of a situation actually being racist. I don't know how else to describe this. Like when certain people say things that are insensitive and they don't understand why they're insensitive, it's not racist. I call it more so tone deaf, and I just wanted to like see if anybody else has seen that kind of like blurring of the lines. Even when people say things that are homophobic, I mean, a lot of stuff that people say that's homophobic is homophobic, but sometimes like people genuinely are confused. Like sometimes things happen, and like if you're talking to someone who is like transgender or like intersex or asexual or anything that's not like the standard, and you don't understand something about them, like there's a respectful way to ask clearly. But like if you're genuinely confused, that's just confusion. That's not homophobia. If I'm asking someone of another culture about their culture, or like if I'm like, okay, but like why don't you season your food? And they're like, well, we don't like it spicy. And I'm like, well, because you don't have taste buds. That's not racist. That's just like you don't get it, which is something you can work around. Like I feel like my main point of this video is just like, let's not slap racist on everything. Let's try to see like, let's try to think of it more as they don't get it. And if they don't get it, if they're willing to learn, if you want to be a good person, you should be willing to help them. If not, just let them go their merry way, not knowing anything. But saying everything is racist or sexist or everything like that really takes away from the significance of things that actually are. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Nobody's really gonna believe you or listen to you if you're screaming from the rooftop every time something happens. Not saying that you shouldn't speak up when something happens, but like, I'm Black and I'm tired of hearing about everything being racist. I feel like that's the main thing of what I'm trying to say, okay? All right.